Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Secondary Position Challenge here within the Shuffle Draft Showdown. Working our way through the rest of this regular season that we are running. Wild Pigs up 5-1, big win against the Hot Corners. We were tied with them in the division before we got a big win against them and Bartholomew Draculo. It's another challenge for us as we're facing off against the Moonstars in this one, 4-2. Or 4-2 is their record. They'll send Burl Chinning to the mound. We will have Fran Japani for us. She pitched okay in her last performance. We'll see if she can pitch decently well here against the Moonstars, the Lunatics, if you will. What do we want to do here? I think we're gonna pull Mario. I think we are going. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Dion can't play second. Who can play second? We can put Rob Glover at second base. We can have Dilly Daller take a day off. She's struggling a bit. We'll put Maggie Rags at third base. And then Mario will get pulled for... Put Rolf in there in the DH spot, and then JYJ will get replaced by Hera in center field, a catcher, and that'll set our lineup. Rob, followed by Dion, and then we'll move Raggy down, or Raggy Mags. We'll move Maggie down. Tough lift. Then Razzie, then at Batch, we'll do Hera, Benny Balmer, Rolf Borgnar, and then Maggie Rags is our lineup for Fran Japani. And let's head out to the ball field. We're going to Founders Field once again. Another home game for the Wild Pigs. Tough matchup here for us. They have the offense. They don't really have the pitching, especially behind Burl Chinning, but they can get it done if they need to. Our team has been surprising this year. As they have been holding up their end on the offensive side of things, which I wasn't expecting. The defense has been as good as advertised. Even in their secondary positions, we have seen some really great plays from players in this team and the Wild Pigs. So Jose Tremendo will step up into the box, locked in right now. Is a .400 average with 1 home run and 3 RBIs. Fran Japani pitched average. Last time out, her ERA would tell you it's way worse than it actually is. But with such a small sample size, it gets skewed, of course. Jose gets a base hit, and now Beefcake McStevens will step up, batting .235 with 1 solo home run. His only run of the year, or RBI of the year. He has tier 3 high pitch, so very careful here. She stays low, and it's a ball. 1-1 count. Inside ball 2. Fran struggling with her accuracy already. There's one popped foul, and it'll even up 2-2. Off the face of the second deck, and Beefcake got a high pitch. 450 feet, just an absolute moonshot. And the Moonstars take the lead here in the first inning. Fran Japani serves up a meatball to Beefcake McStevens. Now here comes Blamo Tamale with his tier 3 off-speed hitter. Tier 3 inside pitch. He falls behind 0-2. We've seen what he's capable of, but he grounds to third here, and an easy play from Maggie Rags will get the first out of the game. Moonstars up 2-0. Speaky Wagner will come up, batting .375 with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. Has tier 2 first pitch slayer. He takes a first pitch for a ball. Fran is tense already, and she'll get a grounder to first. That'll be out number 2. So if she can salvage after giving up that 2-run homer to the second batter of the game, I'll feel a lot better about this. But we'll have to see if she can get past Lester Bronco. 1-1 count here, batting .300 with no home runs and 1 RBI. And another meatball. That one's off the face of the second deck. Lester Bronco hits it just a few feet away from where Beefcake sent it. It's another 450-plus home run. This one going 459, his first home run of the year. And Fran serves up another big shot to the Moonstars. So here comes Camilla Cuffingham. Tier, 2? Contact versus righties. She serves one into left field and tracked down by Razzie Dazzler will finally end the inning. 3 hits allowed. 2 of them were big home runs from Beefcake McStevens and Lester Bronco. So not a good sign for things to come here. Now we head to the bottom of the first, starting with Rob Glover, whose average is at 467. No home runs, 3 RBIs. He hits one to deep right center field, carrying. He got underneath that one, and off the wall as Blamo Tamale can't play it as he spun around for a little bit, trying to decide whether he had to jump for it. Instead, he just chooses to let it land, and it's going to be a leadoff double for Rob Glover. Now Dion Base comes up with Tier 1 RBI 0. Runner takes off and picked off immediately. Zoom tosses to Beefcake. Beefcake will pass it back to Zoom. Zoom will tag out Rob Glover for out number 1. So Burrell has Tier 2 easy jumps, and he knows it. So, of course, he's going to be more keying on the runners. Dion Base will ground to first, and we squander a leadoff double. And now 2 outs, so nobody on for Tough Lift. Tough having a great year, batting .588. He has 3 home runs and 5 RBIs. He's locked in. And he'll get another base hit. This one sent right back up the box into center field. And a runner aboard with 2 outs. Razzie Dazzler will come up batting .333 on the year now. No home runs, 2 RBIs. Burrell chinning again with Tier 2 easy jumps, but not with Tough Lift on the base pads. And that one lands on the first base bag and into the corner. Jose Tremendo, of course, with a cannon arm. He bullets one from the corner of right field in foul territory on a line to third base. And good call for Tough Lift to stay at second base. So Batch Wilson will come up. He's batting .400 with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. Tier 2 bad ball hitter looking for a pitch to drive and can tie this game with 1 swing. Ball 3, and it's a 3-0 count. Does he get the green light? He does not, and it's a curveball for strike 1. So 3-1 count. And he'll key up on 1, but just ahead of it and pulls it foul, and it's now full. Runners will take off, and he'll hit it off the end of the bat and through and into center field. Blamo Tamale will come up throwing. Razzie Dazzler heads to third base, and a runner scores. So Batch Wilson comes up with a huge base hit there. It'll be first and third with 2 outs for Harrow. Williams batting .385. The catcher took the day off last time after being tired. Schlitt went off the end of the bat there. Feeling a little rusty, and that'll end the inning. Could have been a very different ball game if we weren't picked off at second base there. But Rob Glover got a bit antsy, and that'll end up being a 3-1 ball game after 1 inning of work. Robin Yu will come up. First pitch swinging, pulls a foul, batting .231 on the year, no home runs, has 1 RBI. Swings at a pitch right in the middle of the zone and fouls it off. Another foul here, so a couple of back and forths here. 1 and 2 count for Fran. She gets it off the end of the glove, and that's going to be ball 2. She's still tense. Robin fouls another one back. And full count here for Robin Yu against Fran Trapani. Fran will give him ball 4, so good battle there for Robin as he fought off a few good pitches and then works the walk. So now Snag Roper will come up, batting .313, 2 home runs, both solo shots. Checking on the runner immediately, back safely is Robin Yu. Has Tier 2 stealer, I believe, and he takes off for second, and an easy steal there as Hera did not have her cannon arm trade activated. Runner on second base with nobody out for Snag Roper now. You can't walk a stealer That's just a very disappointing situation. Full count here for Snag, and he swings through strike 3, so another pitch outside, and ends up getting him to chase, and that'll be out number 1. Now comes Zoom De La Cruz. 143 average. No home runs, 1 RBI, barely any contact, very good speed. And she'll take a first pitch strike. Another one, and it's bouncing off the glove of Hera. No crossed up trait, but it allows the runner to reach third base. And now Little Hack will activate on the 1-2. A dribbler goes foul down the first baseline. The pop foul there, staying alive. And Zoom hits one to deep left field. It's going to hang up for Razzie. Razzie comes throwing home on it as the runner tags from third. Going to score easily. Robin Yu with good speed. And that'll extend the lead to 4-1. So the run we just got, they get right back. And it's 4-1 heading into, or as we turn to the top of the lineup once again. Jose Tremendo still locked in. He pops up into foul territory. That's going to get out of play. 1-2 count. And a liner will go straight to Maggie Rags to end the inning, but a run scores on a walk, a stolen base, a pass ball, and then a line out. That's manufacturing a run right there. Good for the Moonstars, but very frustrating for us as that was very easily avoidable. Burl Chinning is tense. He faced off against Benny Balmer here, hitless on the year so far. Made a phenomenal diving play in center field last game. And he'll get underneath a pitch right in the middle of the zone. That's going to fly to right field. Can of corn for Jose Tremendo. Rolf Borgnar comes up batting 100. He got a day off being tense in center field, and he gets a base hit on the first pitch he sees. Heads into first base there. Maggie Rags surprisingly batting 500 with 1 RBI. She has been productive offensively despite that not even being why we brought her in. And she'll get another base hit. So now we have 2 on and nobody out. And we'll come back to Rob Glover. Rob here had a double in the first inning. He led things off with a big hit to right center field, and then he got caught stealing second or third base. See if he can find another pitch to drive. 1-1 count for Rob, and he'll line right to Spanky. Spanky gets it on a hop, and that's going to be a quick double play, and that'll end the inning. So very frustrating. Another rally stopped very quickly as Spanky is able to turn the double play. Beefcake comes up. He's 1 for 1 with a huge 2-run homer in the first inning. Nobody on here. And high pitch is where she got tagged last time. She chases one out of the zone there. 1-2 count, and he chases low. Fouls it off. And that's going to be pulled foul as well. Fran perpetually tense since the first inning. 50th pitch on the way. Called strike 3, so Beefcake can't believe it. Catches the corner. That'll be out number 1. Lama Tamale 0 for 1, but batting .467 on the year. No home runs and 1 RBI. Strike 1 and a 1-1 count. It'll be high for ball 2. And pushed into left field. That'll be a 1-out single for Blamo Tamale. He reaches base safely.
The first baseman, number 26, Spanky Wagner.
Spanky Wagner comes up 0 for 1. And finally, Fran gets pulled for Max Texas. Max locked in. He's not at full stamina here, but he's been pitching well for us this year. 0 ERA. Hard hit ball to left field, but that's going to hang up for Razzie Dazzler. Runner did not tag, has to retreat back to first. That'll be out number 2. Last time up, Lester Bronco hit one hard to right center field. It was a no-doubt shot. He hit it harder than Beefcake McStevens. And Beefcake had tier 3 high pitch on his home run. So we'll see what he does here. He falls behind 0-2. Tough Out will activate at tier 2 with a great speed at first base. And a dribbler down the third baseline. Getting it in fair territory is Hera Wugley if she does not have to question it. And she picks it up and throws a first. That'll end the inning. So finally a clean inning. We do not allow a runner.
Number 20, Dion Base.
Dion Base will come up to lead things off here in the bottom of the third. 0-for-1. First pitch well outside. And we'll drop one into center field in front of Blamo Tamale. So leadoff runner aboard with good speed and Dion Base. The Wild Pigs down 4-1 right now. Halfway through this game, and Tough Lift will come up, still locked in. Had a single in his last at bat. Runner takes off. And with Camilla's weak arm and the easy jump trait from Burl Chenning, easy steal from Dion Base. He reaches second base. Tough Lift swings through strike one. Ball low. 2-1 count here. And Hill will hit one into right field. Coming up, throwing is Jose Tremendo with cannon arm. And I think anybody else in right field. Dion Base is coming home with the tier 2 base rounder trait. But Tough Lift only able to get the single and a runner over to third base. So now nobody out. Razzie Dazzler comes up with runners on the corners. Infield at double play depth. And a grounder to third base. Beefcake will take the 2 outs. And out at first is Razzie just behind the catch at first base. But a run does come across the score. So we make the ball game 4-2 on the Razzie fielder or ground ball double play. And nobody on for Batch Wilson, who will ground out to second to end the inning. We'll take 2 runs now so far, but we're still down by 2. Max Texas will come back out to the mound.
Number 29, Camilla Cuffingham.
We'll start by facing off against Camilla Cuffingham, 0-for-1 today, with a 77 batting average. No home runs, 1 RBI. Strike 2 called, and it's an 0-2 count here for Camilla. A sweep through strike 3. Max Texas stays hot.
How about it? The left fielder, number 30, Robin Yu.
Robin Yu comes up. He had a really good at-bat that ended with a walk. He ended up coming around to score 2 innings ago. And he'll swing at the first pitch this time, and he'll line it to Benny Balmer in center field.
23, Snag Roper.
Snag Roper comes up, 0-for-1. Popped foul on the first pitch. And this one will be popped foul as well, but this one stays in play right behind the plate. Hara catches that to end the inning. So clean inning from Max Texas, a very efficient inning from Max Texas. And we head to the bottom of the 4th. Running out of time, but we're still in a decent spot. We need to get 2 to tie. Would love 3 to take the lead. We're going to go 6, 7, 8, starting with Hara. Has been decently great offensively with a 357 average, but flew out last time and lines out to third this time. So tough luck for her.
Benny Balmer.
Benny Balmer will come up. Still looking for his first hit of the year. First pitch is taken, or second pitch is taken for a strike, and there it is. Benny gets a base hit. And he'll be on first base with 1 out for the Wild Pigs. An opportunity here as Rolf will come up 1-for-1 with the single. Benny with average speed over at first base. Burl still with the easy jump straight, but I don't think it's worth it to try and steal here. Takes off and airmailed into center field as Camilla with an errant throw will allow the runner to reach. I don't know if he's going to be tagged out if it is a good throw. Rolf will now have RBI 0 activated, and he pops up behind the plate. Camilla will catch that one. Runner sitting on second base now with 2 outs. And Maggie Rags will come up. Base hit in her last at-bat. Average up to 571 now. She'll get ahead in the count 2-0. Burrow over 50 pitches now. Make it 3-0. Will she get the green light? She shouldn't. She'll take it for a strike. 3-1 count here. And she takes strike 2. Full now. And she hits one hard to right center field. This one is going to get up and off the wall. Jose Tremendo will come up throwing, and Maggie has to stay at first base. But scoring from second is Benny Balmer, and will make it 4-3 now. So Maggie Rags continues to come through for her team, and honestly justified pulling her in for Mario Mustachio. Bell Bozer will now come in to replace Burl Chinning. Tier 2 cross-up for Bozer. Has a 10.80 ERA with a 2.40 whip and no strikeouts this year. He'll get a grounder to shortstop, and that'll end the inning, so that'll help out his stats. But we do get a run scored on a big Maggie Rags single, and it's now 4-3.
The second baseman, number 17, Zoom De La Cruz.
Zoom De La Cruz will come up. She had an RBI ground out in her last at-bat. Or no, fly out. She flew out to left field. Here she pulls one down the right field line, and she'll be cruising into second base right ahead of the tag. Misplayed by Dion Base at short. And a leadoff double for Zoom De La Cruz. And Jose Tremendo versus Max Texas. Both players locked in right here in a high-pressure situation. Great speed at second base. Jose trying to help his team with a little insurance. They check on the runner. Back safely is Zoom. Max gets him to chase there. It's a 1-2 count. Almost checks, or he checks the swing. He almost swings. 2-2. And a base hit into center field. Balmer will come up throwing. And sliding in safely is Zoom De La Cruz. So a double and then a single. Make this a 5-3 ball game. And with runner on first, here comes Beefcake. Takes a first pitch strike at the top of the zone. That was risky. Ball in the dirt, blocked. Good block from Hera. And pushed into right field, up against a wall is Batch Wilson. He'll catch that one about a step away, and that'll be a big out there, as Beefcake was very scary. It's not over yet. Here comes Blammo Tamale, 1 for 2 with the single. His average at 500 now. He's still locked in. Off speed and inside pitch. And he gets the inside pitch, and that's going to be dead center field. Just over the wall in dead center field. And Blammo Tamale with his first home run of the year. It's 443. And another home run kills the Wild Pigs here as they now fall behind 7-3.
First baseman, number 26, Spanky Wagner.
And Spanky Wagner will come up 0 for 2. Texas done with his day. They'll turn to Maximo Primo, who comes in tense at half stamina. What are you doing here? This is not a save situation. We're down by 4. It feels like throwing in the towel. And we'll get a pop-up to left field. Can of corn for Razzie Dazzler for out number 2.
Designated hitter, number 21, Lester Bronco.
And Lester Bronco will come up to the plate 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. And a solo home run. And a ground out to second base will end the inning. But a 3-run shot from... 2-run shot from Blammo Tamale, and then the RBI single from Jose Tremendo, scoring Zoom De La Cruz from second base. Defensive move here for the Moonstars is they'll put Ian Fielder at first. And Dion Base will loft one into right center field. It's going to get down and into the corner there. Jose Tremendo fumbles it for a second. But again, you have to worry about that cannon arm, which activates. And that'll hold Dion Base at first base. But a leadoff base hit for the Wild Pigs. And they've got something cooking here. Tough will take one, and it's going to be crossed up. Camilla will have to chase after that one. Gets all the way to the wall, and at second base is Dion Base. And a base hit through the right side. Jose Tremendo will come up throwing. Base rounder activates and will hold at third base. So again, tough lift comes through. Now, first and third with nobody out for Razzie Dazzler. 1 for 2 with a single. Big moment here if she can connect with one. And she does down the right field line, but tails and just foul. Big missed opportunity there for Razzie. She'll take a ball inside. And she'll pull one foul. Bozer's ERA down to 9 now. Tough out activates for Razzie. She pops one foul. 1-2 still. She'll take a ball low, just misses the corner there. And she hits one high, deep, left field, carrying, up against the wall. And that's going to get out of here, Razzie Dazzler. She does. She connects with a home run. And the Wild Pigs come through with a big shot, 390. That one was a big arc on it, and it's now 7-6. Her first home run of the year is a big one, a 3-run shot, and we come within 1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Batch Wilson could tie things up with a big swing on a bad ball. Bale Bozer now tense. Pop foul on a pitch high in the zone. Catching this top of the zone is strike 2. And popped up in the first base side, just in foul territory. That's going to be out number 1.
Number 92,
Hera Owogliam steps up to the plate. 0 for 2 today. Average drops all the way down to 333 on the year. Oh, she gets an off-speed pitch. She sends it to deep center field. This one's got a chance, and it's out of here. Hera Owogliam's with her first home run of the year. A solo shot to tie this ball game. And we're right back in it, folks. 7:39. She got an off-speed pitch. Bale Bozer kicking himself over there. And Hera comes up big for the Wild Pigs. And it's a new ball game now. With 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning, we end up pulling together 4 runs. And Benny Balmer will come up in a max pressure 3-3 clutch situation, excuse me. And Bale gets the strikeout.
now batting, a designated hitter, number 28,
Rolf Borgnar, 1 for 2 with a single today. Bale staying out there, still tense. He's over 20 pitches now. Ball low, 2-0 count. Rolf in a good spot. And he'll take that opportunity to send to deep center field. And Blammo catches that up against the wall. That seemed like, that was bullshit. That looked like it bounced off the wall, but Blammo was able to haul it in to end the inning. But we will take the huge 4-run inning to tie this ball game up, and we are in a wonderful spot now. Maximo Primo will stay out there in the top of the 6th here. He's back to neutral mojo, but gassed. Camilla with a 3-1 count. Get him out of here. He walks the first runner he sees here in the 6th. Robin Yu will now come up. Finally, we pull Maximo Primo for Jeffrey Jenkins. His first appearance of the year. He is our weakest pitcher by far in the bullpen, and this is a big mistake. Popped up into center field. Coming in on that is Benny Balmer calling it, and will catch that for out number 1. Snag Roper will now come up.
Snag Roper.
That's going to be pulled foul. First pitch, and he's down 1-0-1, now 0-2 on the slider. And ball at the top of the zone. Jeffrey Jenkins gets the strike call, and that'll be called strike 3 for Snag Roper. He goes down looking, and that's 2 outs now for Zoom De La Cruz. Zoom gets pulled for Manon Moon. Manon with tier 2 power versus righty, so if he gets a hold of one, could make it go a long way. He'll take a strike on a slider. Jenkins will miss the top of the zone. It's 1-1 now. Moon with weak contact, but he can poke him pretty good. 1-2 count after the foul and a ball low. There's strike 3 way late and didn't know what he was doing with that slider. And Jeffrey Jenkins, good for him, comes in and cleans things up. He sees 3 batters. He gets them all out. And now in the bottom of the 6th, we go 9-1-2 with an opportunity. A run wins the game. A run wins the game for the Wild Pigs. We'll bring in Leonel Martinez with tier 2 pinch perfect. And Moon will get replaced by Tip Tapler. Tip goes to second. Leonel Martinez hitless on the year. He's only been used once or twice. He gets underneath one. It's going to be lofted into left center field. Arguing between Robin Yu and Blamo Tamale. It ends up being Robin Yu calling it off and catching that for out number 1. Missed opportunity for Lionel Martinez. Dilly Daller will come in to replace Rob Glover. So Dilly is tense today, but she's been productive this year, batting .294 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. And she'll be even more productive as she pulls one past Blamo Tamale. She's even with tier 2 base jogger will slide into second base with a double, a 1-out double, and she is the winning run potentially, sitting on second base for Dion Base, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He's gone to the right center field side multiple times. JYJ will come in to replace Dion Base. Ricky McFarland comes in to replace Bale Bozer. Ricky is locked in. His tier 2 specialist not activated here against JYJ. JYJ has tier 3 power versus lefties. A grounder to first base, and that'll move the runner over to third. So Dion Base with a productive out. But now we're down to 2 outs, and Tough Lift will come up 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Locked in versus locked in. They decide to intentionally walk Tough Lift. He goes to first base. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Razzie Dazzler 2 for 3 with a home run, a single, and 3 RBIs. Ricky's still locked in. They intentionally walk Razzie Dazzler. So she moves to first base. Tough Lift goes to second. Bases are now loaded for Batch Wilson. He already has an RBI single today. Tier 2 bad ball hitter. He's run into a few this year, batting .389. 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. Another opportunity here for a big one as he falls behind 0-2. Batch will take a ball outside. He fouls one back. Still remains 1-2. And he'll push one through the right side or left side, and that's going to get through. And a runner scores from third. The Wild Pigs win in walk-off fashion. Batch Wilson barely making contact just past the 2 defenders on the left side of the infield. Neither could keep it in the infield, and that was what ended up winning this game. Ricky McFarland blowing it in the 6th inning. We had a big come-from-behind win here as we were at one point down 4-1. Then we were again down 7-3 at one point. We had a big 4-run 5th inning, and then that walk-off winner in the 6th. Razzie Dazzler, a big part of that with her double to lead things off. A big moment for the Wild Pigs as it looked like we lost this one, and we managed to get back into it. We win 8 runs on 16 hits versus their 7 runs on 7 hits. Moonstar's offense looks like this. Hitless from Wagner, from Cuffingham, from Yu, from Snag Roper. Robin Yu did walk and score a run. Lester Bronco with a solo home run. We saw Blamo Tamale with a 2-run homer. Same thing with Beefcake McStevens. We saw a 2 for 3 day with 2 runs scored and an RBI for Jose Tremendo. And then Zoom De La Cruz doing it with her feet. She got a double, an RBI. She scored a run, and those were the 7 runs for the Moonstars. On the other side, we had 16 hits, a 3 for 3 day for Tough Lift, who also earned an intentional walk and scored twice. We saw 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored for Dion Base. Pinch hit 1 for 1 day for Dilly Daller, the double and scoring the winning run. That was huge. Rob Glover had the big double to lead things off, but got caught stealing third. And that kind of halted his momentum. Razzie with a 3-run homer, her first of the year, was a big one. Batch Wilson 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Hera with her first home run of the year, a 2-hit day for Maggie Rags at the bottom of the lineup, and a couple of other hits scattered throughout. So offense was great for us. Burl Chinning was not. 3 2/3, 10 hits and 3 earned runs. Could have been way worse. Bozer gets a loss, 1 2/3 with 5 hits, 5 earned runs on 2 home runs and 1 strikeout. Rick Farland gives up the game winner. He goes 1/3 of an inning. He gives up 1 hit. It was the game-winning hit to Batch Wilson. He also walked 2, both intentional walks, just to note that. On the other side, Frangipani 2 1/3, giving up 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 home runs, 2 strikeouts for her. Max Texas was tired. He still went 2 innings, giving up 3 hits, 3 earned runs on a home run, and 1 strikeout. Primo comes in, gets 2 outs, but he walks 1. He was exhausted. Jeffrey Jenkins, kudos to him. He gets a win, 1 inning, getting 2 strikeouts, facing 3 batters. Rasley number 1, Blamo number 2, Beefcake number 3, and this game is over. The Wild Pigs continue to stay hot. We now go up 6-1 in our for our record, and that'll keep us in the lead in the Beast division. We still have the second best record in the league. Nemesis still undefeated. We have a plus 10 run differential. We are looking great, but the freebooters are right on our tail, so we have to stay hot. We will now face off against the Sandcats, and the next one will be Sancho Silvio for the Sandcats versus our hero Misano. And we'll have to see how things play out next time. I will check out the league leaders once we hit the halfway mark. So after this next game, it's looking like it's in our favor. But of course, we know things can change on a dime. We'll see if the Wild Pigs can keep up this hot momentum. Now 6-1 on the year. Pretty crazy. I did not expect this from this team. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.